Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Thanksgiving and some of the special things that we can do on Thanksgiving and why Thanksgiving is so important to Americans like me. So maybe you know a few things about Thanksgiving, but we're going to start by talking about what Americans like to eat on Thanksgiving and what is part of a traditional Thanksgiving meal. Traditional means the way people have been doing it for a long time. A tradition is something you do again and again. So what are the traditional foods? Meaning, what are the foods people usually have on Thanksgiving? Someone asked me, do people eat hamburgers on Thanksgiving and pizza and pasta? No. Those are American foods, but a traditional American meal won't have those foods. So Thanksgiving, of course, the big one is turkey. Everybody knows that. But let's talk about some of the other foods people have on Thanksgiving. Turkey is the big one. A turkey is kind of like a chicken, but it's a lot bigger. And turkeys are wild in America. Where I come from, in Massachusetts, if you're walking on the street, you might see turkeys walking outside. Really. Like when I visit my family, maybe I'll go for a walk with my mom and dad, and we'll see groups of turkeys just walking out in the forest, which is a little bit creepy because they're really big and they're not very friendly either. So you have to be careful. The turkeys might attack you or something. So be careful. But a turkey, it tastes kind of like chicken, but it tastes a little bit different. I think it tastes better. And turkey's a delicious meat. You can get turkey in Taiwan, actually. You can get turkey rice in Jiayi. Jiayi is a city in the middle of Taiwan, and they have turkeys there. Turkeys are not normal for Taiwan. Turkeys are from North America. And American soldiers, when they came to Taiwan, they brought some turkeys because they missed home, which is kind of funny. And then it became a food in Jiayi. So you can get turkey rice if you go down a little bit to the south from Taipei. I'm up here. So turkey's the main course, right? But in a Thanksgiving meal, there are many different side dishes. Of course, turkey's in the middle, but what's on the side? Well, one big thing is mashed potatoes. Potatoes are these vegetables, and to mash them is you squish them with a fork or with a thing called a masher. You use it to squish the potatoes, and then you can make them nice and soft, and they're really good. If you just have them plain, it might be a little bit boring, but people add salt and pepper and maybe a little bit of cream. I think some people might add some garlic or some cheese sometimes to give it a little more flavor. Mashed potatoes are really good. But the basic kind is potatoes with salt, pepper, and butter. And then you can put gravy on top. Gravy is kind of like a meat sauce, which is made from turkey. So you use parts of the turkey to make a sauce called gravy. And you can put that on the potatoes and delicious. Okay. Another food at Thanksgiving is something called squash. Squash is similar to a pumpkin, but it's a little bit different. It's a kind of gua, so a squash. I think it's called hu gua in Chinese. But squash, you scoop it out and you cook it with, again, salt and pepper and butter. And you kind of mash it up like this. And so a lot of people will eat squash on Thanksgiving. And it's pretty good. Basically, all of these traditional foods will be pretty simple. It's going to be a vegetable with salt and pepper and maybe some butter. And that's kind of what traditional American food is. And it's really, really nice. It's basic, but it's nice. Okay? Another traditional Thanksgiving food is we have peas. Now be careful. In Chinese, 绿豆, those are different. In English, those are not green beans. 绿豆 is mung beans in English. Peas are something called 豌豆. They're these little green things. Kids usually don't like them, but some adults like them. They're not sweet. They're not salty. They're kind of just whatever. not a very strong flavor. But it's a very traditional Thanksgiving food. And then, of course, corn. Corn comes from the Americas. And so it's a very basic food that we see all the time at Thanksgiving. And again, corn, we serve it kind of like this, corn in a bowl, and it's just with salt, pepper, and butter. And it comes out pretty nice. And then, let's go around the circle. Stuffing over here is made from bread, and then it's with different spices to give it some flavor. But why is it called stuffing? It's called stuffing because you stuff it inside of the turkey. If you look at the turkey over here, there's stuffing inside of the turkey. To stuff something means push something inside. So you stuff the stuffing into the turkey, okay? And stuffing is really a little bit salty and really savory, and it's delicious. I love stuffing. That's one of my favorite things for Thanksgiving. Okay? One other thing, the last thing that kind of ties things together, meaning like it helps them all connect, is this thing in the middle called cranberry sauce. Cranberry is a fruit. You should probably not just eat cranberries. Cranberries are pretty sour by themselves. So if you just eat a cranberry, you probably won't like it. Ooh. So people use cranberries to make cranberry juice. You can drink it. You can find that at 7-Eleven in Taiwan. It's pretty good. And cranberry sauce. And cranberry sauce is a little bit sour like the cranberries, but kind of sweet too. And how do you use this? Well, cranberry sauce, you can eat it with anything. You could take a bite of turkey and add a little cranberry sauce. It sounds kind of strange putting cranberry sauce on turkey, but it actually tastes pretty good. So that's a very traditional Thanksgiving food. Okay? And I'll show you what my Thanksgiving dinner looked like last year. Last year, this is the plate of food that I had at dinner time. And my mother has these beautiful blue plates, right? So you can see I have some turkey with gravy on it, and then stuffing, which is made from bread, mashed potatoes with some gravy on it too, some squash, some peas, and in the middle, to connect everything, we have some cranberry sauce. And everything, you can take bites of one by one, mix things together a little bit, and it's all really, really delicious. Okay? And so, if you have the chance, try to have some of this food someday. And this is what a Thanksgiving dinner looks like. But this is not too different than like a regular meal in America. This is more variety, but people in America don't eat burgers and pizza all the time, okay? I want you to forget that part. We don't eat those every day. But a regular meal in America for dinner might be one kind of meat, and then maybe a kind of vegetable, and then a kind of starch. So this is a traditional Thanksgiving dinner but a regular weekday, maybe you have a piece of beef with some broccoli and some rice. So meat, vegetable, starch. Or maybe you have a piece of chicken with some mashed potatoes and some corn. So meat, the chicken, the starch is the potato, and then corn is your vegetable. And so that's kind of what a regular meal in American homes might be. And so Thanksgiving is kind of the same idea, just more food and more complicated, and it's absolutely delicious. So if you get the chance, you should try these Thanksgiving foods. Super good. One other thing that people do on Thanksgiving, a tradition, is to watch football. Now, it's not the World Cup football. Americans like to watch American football on Thanksgiving. Every Thanksgiving, there are 2 football games, and so people will eat their Thanksgiving meal and then sit on the couch and watch some football. Because you're full from all that turkey, you just kind of want to relax on the couch and also, turkey makes you tired, so you can rest on the couch and watch some TV, watch some football. So Thanksgiving tradition is to watch American football. And every year, 2 teams will play. There will be 2 games, but each game will have 2 of the same teams every year. One game will be a team called the Detroit Lions. Detroit is a city, and the team is called the Lions. So the Detroit Lions. They've been around for a long time. The other team, which is a little more famous, is called the Dallas Cowboys. They come from Dallas, Texas, and the name of the team is the Cowboys. So this year, the Lions are playing the Buffalo Bills, which is a team from Buffalo, New York. Okay? And so you can see here's the schedule. Week 12, November 24th, today, and then the time, 12:30 p.m. So right in the middle of the day, you can relax, chat with your family, and enjoy some football. And so, football is a Thanksgiving tradition, and you can see these are some guys from the New England Patriots, which is my hometown team, enjoying a nice Thanksgiving dinner on the field before the game. Seems pretty good, right? Okay. So those are some of the Thanksgiving traditions that we will talk about on Thanksgiving. And hopefully you get to enjoy some of those Thanksgiving traditions either this year or next year. Thank you, everyone. Happy Turkey Day. Hopefully you get to eat a nice, delicious meal today. And I'll see all of you next time. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Bye-bye.